There's a kind of failure that doesn't just hurt once. It hurts again and again, because it's not the first time you've tried. It's the second time, the third time, the fifth time. It's the moment you realize you've been here before. Same goal, same struggle, same promises, same disappointment. And that's when people start losing faith in themselves. Not because they failed once, because they failed more than once. They start thinking, maybe I'm just not built for this. Maybe I don't have what it takes. Maybe this isn't my path. And that thought is dangerous because it feels like honesty. But most of the time, it's not honesty. It's frustration. It's exhaustion. It's self-protection. Because failing multiple times makes you tired of hoping. It makes you tired of starting over. It makes you tired of believing just to get let down again. So you stop trying. Not because you don't want it, but because you don't want to feel that pain again, and that's real. But here's what you need to understand. Failing more than once doesn't mean you're finished. It means you're human. It means you're still trying. It means you haven't given up completely. And that matters. Because the truth is, most people who eventually win failed more than once. They failed in private. They failed in public. They failed and felt embarrassed. They failed and lost confidence. They failed and wanted to quit, but they kept going. And that's the part people don't talk about. They talk about success like it's one clean story, like someone decided to change, stayed motivated, and everything worked out. But real life doesn't look like that. Real life looks like trying, failing, learning, adjusting, trying again, failing again, learning more, adjusting again. That's growth. It's how progress actually happens. You don't become strong by never falling. You become strong by refusing to stay down. So if you've failed more than once, let this be the mindset shift. Stop treating failure like a final verdict. Failure is feedback. Failure is information. Failure is a lesson you didn't want but needed. And the only time failure becomes permanent is when you stop. That's it. If you stop, it's over. If you keep going, it's still training. Now here's what usually causes repeated failure. It's not a lack of desire. It's not that you don't care. It's usually one of three things. 1, you're trying to change too much too fast. You go from doing nothing to trying to do everything. You try to transform your whole life overnight, and that pressure breaks you because it's not sustainable. 2, you rely on motivation. Start strong when you feel inspired. But when motivation fades, your routine disappears. And then you start again later. 3, you don't have a system. You have a goal, but no daily plan. You have a dream, but no structure. You have hope, but no habits. And hope without habits becomes disappointment. So if you've failed more than once, don't just blame yourself. Learn from it. Ask yourself, what keeps making me stop? Is it stress? Is it boredom? Is it distractions? Is it comfort? Is it impatience? Is it fear? Because once you know what breaks you, you can build around it. That's maturity. Now let's talk about the most important thing. Repeated failure can make you lose your identity. Stop seeing yourself as someone who can win. Start seeing yourself as someone who always quits. That identity is heavy. Because when you believe you're the type of person who fails, you start acting like it. You stop trusting yourself. You stop making plans. You stop trying seriously. You stop believing. But identity can be rebuilt. Not with words, with evidence. And the evidence comes from small wins. That's how you come back after failing more than once. You don't come back with a massive plan. Come back with a small promise. A promise you can actually keep. Something simple. Like 10 minutes of exercise. 1 healthy meal. 1 job application. 15 minutes of studying. 1 short walk. 1 page of reading. 1 small task. Then you do it again tomorrow. Because the goal isn't to prove you're perfect. The goal is to prove you're consistent. And consistency rebuilds self-trust. Self-trust rebuilds confidence. Confidence rebuilds momentum. That's the path back. Oh, here's the truth most people avoid. Sometimes failing more than once is part of the process. Sometimes you need multiple attempts to learn what works for you, to learn your weaknesses, to learn what triggers you, to learn what habits you need, to learn what your life can realistically handle. Failure teaches you what motivation never will. It teaches you what breaks your discipline, teaches you what excuses you repeat, teaches you where your mindset needs to change. So don't waste your failures. Use them. Let them make you smarter. Let them make you more patient. Let them make you more realistic. Let them push you toward systems instead of hype. Because winners are not the people who never mess up. They're the people who keep coming back. So if you've failed more than once, I want you to hear this clearly. You are not done. You are not hopeless. You are not too late. You are just in a harder chapter. And hard chapters don't last forever if you keep writing. Your job is not to have a perfect comeback. Your job is to return. Again, even if you feel embarrassed, even if you feel tired, even if you feel like you don't deserve another chance. Return anyway, because as long as you return, you still have a shot. And the more times you return, the stronger you get. That's how real discipline is built. Not by never failing, by refusing to quit. So start again, not with pressure, with patience, not with a huge plan, with a small habit, not with motivation, with consistency. Because failing more than once doesn't disqualify you, it trains you. And if you can keep going after failing more than once, you're building something most people never build. A mindset that doesn't break, a discipline that doesn't disappear, a future that doesn't depend on luck. So don't give up, not because you haven't failed, but because you have, and you're still here. That means something. If this message helped you, take a second to reflect. What's one goal you failed at more than once, but still want to achieve? Drop it in the comments if you want to commit. And if you want more calm, real motivation for modern life, subscribe and stay with FrameUS. Keep returning. That's how you win.